Welcome to ABC Interactive English. Hello, everyone. My name is Sydney.
And I am Mike. And yes, welcome back. It's part B, day 2 of our 3 dialogues about asking for directions, which is another way of saying getting help from people when you are lost. Because, of course, as we mentioned yesterday, we have all sorts of technology, and a lot of it is in our phone, a GPS global positioning system or, online map that you can look at. You can even ask, how do I get to this place? It'll show you which roads to take, where to turn, where to go straight, all that stuff. But occasionally this machine, this technology, the internet, whatever, your GPS, it doesn't work. So we're finding out how to get help in situations like that. Yesterday was pretty simple, right? We had Maya walking around in a city looking for a business. The business had moved. It wasn't where she thought it was, so she had to find her way to the new place where the business was now. But today, we're going to be asking for directions in a car. Hopefully we're going to stop the car.
Right.
Because if you drive by, they won't hear you.
Right. Yeah. If you're ever in a car driving, or maybe if you're in the back seat, if you're in the passenger side, right, and the driver of the car needs directions from someone, always, if you're driving, make sure you come to a full stop before you ask, or if someone else is driving, always encourage them to please come to a full stop before they do ask someone for directions.
Do that, yes. Or even find a place to go. Now, say you were in a car, your GPS didn't work, where would you stop to try to ask for directions?
That's a great question. I feel like I would try to stop anywhere near maybe a local park or potentially even a local coffee shop.
A local coffee shop?
Maybe stop near a local coffee shop, and I feel like a barista would never let me down.
Really?
A local barista
and
would
even if
steer
they
me in
say,
the right
I don't
direction.
know, you can still get a delicious coffee.
Hey!
Go on to ask someone else.
At least I got a coffee out of it,
that could work. Maybe a gas station, right?
Right,
Sometimes gas stations, people are always driving places, so the people in the gas station. And I think if you can find one, a police station might also be okay. I mean, the police should have a map. They should know the area, right? That's kind of where they work. But really, if you can find any local person, just like Maya did yesterday with a shopkeeper, go into a 7-Eleven, you will hopefully find your way to where you want to go, because getting lost in a car can be very frustrating. You end up on the wrong road and you go way far away from where you want. So let's not do this. Let's get help. Let's get into our dialogue.
Okay.
Christina pulls her Jeep up to a police officer on duty.
Excuse me, officer. I'm having car trouble and need to find a mechanic.
I know of a garage not too far from here.
Great. Can you give me directions there?
All right, so we have a driver in a car, and our driver is lost and needs help. Let's find out who the driver is and what kind of help they get. So it says, Christina pulls her Jeep up to a police officer on duty. All right, we have a lot of good information. Christina is our driver. We know that because she pulls her Jeep, which is a type of car, up to a police officer on duty. There you go. Find a police officer. She probably knows this guy is on duty, or this woman, whoever it is. They're wearing a uniform. They're standing there. Maybe they're, showing cars which way to go or that kind of thing. But clearly, here is a police officer. They are working. They will help me. And so I'm going to pull up with my Jeep and ask them for directions.
Yeah, and she's driving a Jeep, which is very interesting. Jeeps, there are many different types of makes and models of Jeeps, but the picture that comes to my mind when I see the name Jeep is just usually a very large truck, right? Very large. It has the classic big J-E-E-P logo, right? Usually just a very large car, very large truck typically.
And they originally came from the army, right? They were used to drive around on rough roads. So a lot of people like to take their Jeep into the countryside, go up on mountains and stuff. Do you know why it's called a Jeep?
I feel like I do.
probably
but
have heard this.
Does it come from the word jeepney?
No,
No,
it
am I
actually that
wrong?
actually comes from Jeep. It's because it's the Army, it was a GP, a general purpose vehicle. A car that any soldier would be able to drive, you know. So because it was called a GP, general purpose,
Okay.
which means kind of anyone can use it, they turned that from GP to Jeep.
Oh, fun fact.
Yeah,
Thank you
a
for
little
that.
fun fact for you guys.
Love
All right.
that.
So she has a Jeep. Yes, they used to be used in the Army, but now lots of people drive them. They're fun, easy little cars. And she talks to a police officer. A police officer is someone who works for the government in the city. Usually there are different police officers in different cities, but their jobs are to help people, to fight crime, to catch bad guys, to stop cars from smashing into each other when there's a lot of traffic. And you know, when you're lost, when you're in trouble, when you're in danger, when there's crime, when there's someone trying to steal your stuff, you often call a police officer. And yes, we can sometimes say a policeman, a policewoman, but police officer is good because it covers everybody, no matter who you are. If you work for the police, you are a police officer of some kind. So there we are. We have Christina, we have the police officer, and we need help.
We do.
Let's get some help.
All right, let's do it. So, Christina says, "Excuse me, officer, I'm having car trouble and need to find a mechanic." Oh, okay. She's looking for a mechanic. Okay.
Yes.
So car trouble means that something's wrong with the car. Maybe she needs a new rotator or something's wrong with the tire. She could have a gas problem. Who knows?
Right.
And she's asking the officer or telling the officer that she needs to find a mechanic. And a mechanic is just someone who fixes cars. Anything you need to be fixed on a car, whether it's the tire, under the hood of the car, the glass, the windshield, anything, you want to take it to a proper mechanic who can help you fix your car.
There you go. It's like a car doctor.
Yeah, car doctor.
And of course, mechanics can fix other things, but we often put the name of the thing before it, right? Like a bike mechanic might fix your bike. I have a friend, his brother is a helicopter mechanic.
Oh,
he
very
fixes
cool.
helicopters and stuff. But if you say a mechanic, people will generally understand, oh, that's for cars or maybe motorcycles or something like that. But yes, any machine can break, and if it does, a mechanic will hopefully help you. Tina is our grammar and vocab mechanic.
She is.
Yeah, and it's great because she doesn't get dirty doing her job.
Right.
So it's the best kind of mechanic.
Hi, I'm Tina. Christina 把她的吉普车停在一名执勤员警前面。Christina 告诉警察先生，她的车出了点问题，需要找修车技师。单字 Jeep 名词吉普车。We drove a Jeep up the mountain. 我们开吉普车去山上。Police officer 警察。The police officer helped the lost child. 这位警察帮助了迷路的孩子。Lost 指的就是迷路的。Mechanic 名词技师。A good mechanic can fix problems quickly. 一位好技师可以很快把问题解决。文法的部分刚刚提到了 pull up 暂时停车，这是一个可以分的动词片语。比如说 The bus pulled up to the stop and opened the door. 公车停靠在站牌前，然后打开车门。On duty 执勤值班，相对说法是 off duty. Duty 是不可数名词哦，表示职责职务。举例来说 The nurse is on duty until 10 p.m. 这位护理师值班到晚上10点。接着我们回到对话当中。
All right, we are with Christina, and she is having some car trouble.
She is.
It's a Jeep, but we can still say car trouble.
Right,
You
yes.
don't have to say Jeep trouble.
Yeah.
So she's having problems with her car. It's not working right for some reason. It's making strange noises or something. So she needs some help, and the police officer is there to help. And the police officer, he tells her, I know of a garage not too far from here. Well, that's great because as we learn, Christina is looking for a mechanic, someone who can fix broken things, and the garage is where you take your broken car or motorcycle or whatever to get fixed. So if the mechanic is the car doctor, the garage is the car hospital or car clinic or something like that. It's easy to find garages in Taiwan, right? Near my house, there are 4 motorcycle garages that I can see from my front door almost. Yeah, so it's very easy to find one. A car mechanic or a car garage, you might have to drive a little further. But yeah, they have these things all over the place, often near big roads and highways and things like that. So it shouldn't be hard. And so hopefully she can get there very soon.
All right, hopefully. And Christina says, great. Can you give me directions there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm great. I'm happy the police officer knows, but can you tell me
Right.
where the garage is?
Right.
So hopefully the police officer will tell her. Otherwise, this is a very strange conversation.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's go over to Tina, and then we will get the address of the garage.
警察知道有一家修车厂离这里不远 ，Christina 请警察告诉他怎么去那间修车厂。这里用到了名词 garage 就表示修车厂。Our car is in the garage right now. 我们的车现在在修车厂里。文法的部分刚刚提到了 A knows of B，A 知道有，听说过 B。Of 可以跟 about 替换，比如说 Do you know about the new road to the beach？ 你知道那条去海边的新路吗？接着我们回到对话当中。
All right, so she's got a broken Jeep. She needs a mechanic and a garage, but she doesn't quite know where to go. But don't worry, we will find out once we get back from our little break. The police officer will be giving her the help she needs, hopefully.
At the next stop sign, make a right.
What road will I be on? I want to make sure I don't make a wrong turn.
You'll be on Maple Road. Then go straight and drive through the traffic light.
Which traffic light? The first one?
Yes, and stay to the right. The garage is close to the intersection.
Okay, guys, welcome back. So Christina has a broken Jeep. She needs a mechanic. Where is the mechanic, Mr. Police Officer? And finally, he gives her the information she needs. Yes, the police officer tells her, at the next stop sign, make a right.
Okay.
That's it.
Again, pretty simple
Not bad,
directions.
right? Yeah, so
I
this
think
is really,
she can do
really
it.
simple. Yeah. She goes down this street probably the same way she's looking, and at the next stop sign, that big red sign that has 8 sides to it, you will turn right, and that will be very easy. So she doesn't have to go 2 blocks or go, a kilometer this way. No, just to the next corner, the next place the roads cross like that. You'll see a stop sign probably. Turn right. That would, for me, turn right. For you guys, that would be go that way and then turn right.
All right, perfect. Now, Christina does have a question.
Okay.
So she asks the officer, what road will I be on?
Okay.
I want to make sure I don't make a wrong turn.
She's being very careful.
Okay, very cautious, very careful. That's
smart.
true. If you're driving, you do need to kind of have a better sense of direction, I would say, versus when you're on foot. So good question to ask so she knows what road she'll be on. Again, because she doesn't want to make a wrong turn and she doesn't want to get lost.
And sometimes in some cities, like in Taipei, there might be like a really little street before the stop sign. Maybe the police officer isn't thinking about that one. So just give me the name of the street. So if it's, Washington Street or Tree Street or Apple Street or whatever, I know that that's the one I want. Yeah. So the officer is going to tell her the name. The officer says, you'll be on Maple Road. That's the one she's looking for. And of course, with the stop sign, there'll probably also be a street sign with the name Maple Road on it. So she will be 100% sure this is correct. So turn right, then go straight and drive through the traffic light. Oh, it just got much more complicated. Right. I thought I'd just go to the stop sign and turn right, but now I have to continue on. So once you're on Maple Road, go straight, and drive through the traffic light. So this will be another place where two streets cross. And as you know, at many of those busy streets, they have those red, yellow, and green lights. And of course, those will help to control traffic and make sure it goes smoothly and safely. Of course, the police officer should say, drive through the traffic light when it turns green.
Right.
You don't drive through the traffic light when it's red and there are cars going this way and you're trying to go that way.
Yeah.
But that, of course, is one of the simple rules of driving. Wait till it's a green light and then go through the traffic light and cross that street.
All right, so Christina has a couple more questions for the lovely officer. She then asks, which traffic light? The first one? Okay, again, asking great questions. She does want to get some clarity.
Okay, because yes, it could be a long street with many traffic lights. So again, she's just making sure she knows exactly which one. And the officer says yes, so it is the first traffic light, yes. And stay to the right. The garage is close to the intersection. So stay to the right, stay on the right side of the road. It's not going to turn, it's not going to be on the other side of the street. It will be right there. When someone says stay to the right, they're just kind of saying, you know, stick to that side of the road.
Yeah.
You know, stay to the left, stay to the right. That will get you closest in the safe way to where you want to go. And the garage, remember, where she's driving with the mechanic, is close to the intersection where two roads cross, like where there's a traffic light or a stop sign. That is an intersection. We can also sometimes call it a crossroads because the roads cross. So there you go. I think that's pretty simple.
I think that's it. I think the officer was helpful. Christina seemed to get all the answers to her questions.
Sure.
And I think she can successfully make her way to the mechanic.
There you go. If you want to be really careful, write it down. Step 1, go to the stop sign. Step 2, turn right. Or maybe even draw a little map. You know, if you can kind of make a picture of it in your mind, you can draw a little map or something like that. That is an easy way to stay on the right path and not get lost again. Thanks for joining us, guys. We're going to have one more day of this.
One more day.
I wonder where we will be lost tomorrow.
I know. Not on foot.
Hopefully not
in
in
a
the
car.
mountains.
Oh gosh.
The middle of
Imagine.
the ocean?
Oh,
I don't want
God.
to be lost in the middle of the ocean.
I hope not.
That would be scary.
Hopefully it's nothing too bad.
We'll find out tomorrow. See you then.
Christina pulls her Jeep up to a police officer on duty.
Excuse me, officer. I'm having car trouble and need to find a mechanic.
I know of a garage not too far from here.
Great. Can you give me directions there?
At the next stop sign, make a right.
What road will I be on? I want to make sure I don't make a wrong turn.
You'll be on Maple Road. Then go straight and drive through the traffic light.
Which traffic light? The first one?
Yes, and stay to the right. The garage is close to the intersection.
我们来复习一下这一课的重点单字跟文法。单字的部分 Jeep 名词吉普车 Police officer 警察 Mechanic 名词技师 Garage 名词修车厂。接着我们来看文法的部分 Pull up 暂时停车 I pulled up to the gas pump and turned off the engine. 我把车停靠在加油机旁，然后熄火。On duty 执勤值班 Bruce can't meet you then because he'll be on duty. Bruce 到时不能跟你见面，因为他要值班。A knows of B. A 知道有，听说过 B. Teresa knows of another way off the mountain. Teresa 知道有另一条下山的路。以上就是这一课的重点单词跟文法，我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
Welcome to Which One Fits, the game where we tackle confusing English words.
I can't wait to see how it goes.
Today, we're going to sort out the difference between question and problem.
Before we dive in, let's go over how the game works.
In Which One Fits, we'll read a sentence with a blank. and you have to choose between question and problem.
So, join us and challenge your English intuition.
All right, here comes your first sentence. Some argue that smartphone addiction is a serious blank among young people. Which one fits?
Is it problem?
Yes, it is. Problem refers to something that needs to be fixed or resolved. Next one. He asked a blank about the project timeline during the meeting. Which one fits?
That has to be question.
Correct. A question is something you ask to get information, usually in the form of a sentence or phrase.
Nice. That wasn't too bad.
All right, let's break it down clearly.
First, question is a noun that refers to something you ask when you want information or clarification. For example, the audience raised questions for the speaker at the end of his speech.
So it's basically about seeking information or answers.
Now, problem is also a noun, but it refers to a difficult situation that needs to be solved or dealt with. For example, the car had an engine problem and broke down halfway down the road.
So it usually involves fixing issues or troubleshooting.
You can think of it this way. A question is something you ask to learn, while a problem is something you work to resolve.
Once you see it that way, the difference becomes pretty clear.
And here's the fun part. Both can appear in the same sentence. The report highlights the growing problem of scams and ends with a key question for readers to reflect on.
So next time something needs to be solved, you'll know whether to call it a question or a problem.
Right. Now you'll never mix them up again.
Until next time, keep learning. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.